Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. I'm going to be going through three kind of orders I got in. They haven't been big orders. I haven't had much come in of late. I did have about 16,000 face of postage stamps come in. I have been sorting through that for a while. That's going to take me a few more days, so I've got one order I need to put out, but just to showcase it, like these are like the £1 and ups. I need to just get it all sorted, just to get the machine moving on that side of the business again. I reckon I'm going to have about 10,000 first class stamps. It's a bit crazy, but hey, that's what I like about the postal business, because it's naturally inbuilt to keep going up in price. Now let's go for the coins. So in terms of the coins, my desk is an absolute trash. It's awful at the moment. I got this. So this is a silver certificate, a 1928A. Is that 8 or 9? It is an 8. So 1928. This is what they call a funny back. Now, I didn't know it was a funny back until it arrived. I was like, oh, that's a bit different. And usually my curiosity gets piqued and I'm like, I'll fall down a rabbit hole and find out what that is. So this is a funny back. I've already got a potential gentleman lined up for it. I think it would do all right. If it doesn't, I'm tempted just to maybe keep it for myself, because I've never had one of these in. But you know what I'm like. I say that and then it just doesn't really go to plan. So that's the first thing. Bit of an eclectic mix. So I've got some 2 Reichmarks. So these coins here, I originally had these. I bought these in rolls. I think I had about 300 of the 2 and 100 of the 5. Please don't quote me. I bought them for Brexit and I just stocked up on them and they flew like hotcakes. I think I sold through my position in a day or two. Made good money on them as well. I think that was more a bit of luck than anything, due to Brexit and then the prices rising. Did very well on them. Some people don't like them because of the subject. I've always said to people that I don't deal in politics, I trade coins, and unfortunately you couldn't trade anything. You couldn't buy anything in the gold and silver game if you want to sit on a high horse, and that just is what it is. If you don't agree with that, you can unsub and you can leave. I'm not taking prisoners on that, because your priorities are kind of strange. They're just coins. They're just historic artifacts, whether right or wrong. This is a 1 gram Geiger. Again, I sold this to him. These go for good money. These go for very, very good money. Some of these have gone for 10 in the past, like £10 for a gram of silver. But you're paying for the brand, you're paying for the packaging. Not many people will pay £10. It's crazy, but regular grams go for £1.50 to £2 these days. Geigers tend to have that extra punch and that extra zeal. There's a 1 rand coin. I need to confirm the silver content. I think this is 735. I have to check. This is not a coin I've had in often. Probably needs a bit of a clean. There's a bit of a theme going on from this collection. This is a 5 shilling. I recently just sold one of these for £20. Nice coins, very chunky. Didn't have a problem selling it either time. Again, I sold this one to the gentleman. He likes his South African bits. He likes his, he's more like a military collector. He told me about some of his other collections. I won't go into what he collects. Krug, 2019 Krug. It's 2 of these. So again, this gentleman was like, I just need some money to tie me over until I get my license, and then I'll be back in work. So he didn't get what he paid for. I know that, and I think there's going to be a lot of stories like that at the moment. it is what it is. Engelhard. I know some of these go for premium. Does this bar go for premium? I do not know. I genuinely don't know. It's not my area. So Engelhard, and then there was a couple of other bits he had in. So he bought some gold grain. He said there's a gram here. I didn't weigh it. I just took him for his face value because, you know, it's all right if it's short. You know, it's short. Shame on me. And a 1 pond 1989. This is a nice example. I know he took a haircut on this because I sold him this. I sold it. I don't think it was crazy higher. I think he lost about £50 on this, which I find frustrating. If it was up to me, I would have paid him. I would have paid him what I sold it to him. But the market is just not there. If I was confident that I could have done it and found a buyer and kind of broke even, I would have just taken off his hands. I know that's not very business minded, but sometimes you just have to look after the little guy. But yeah, it's unfortunate on that one. I ended up getting this in. This is a bit of a strange case. So a gentleman came up to me. This is a proof quarter Britannia. This is just a quarter coin now. So, however, there's this. I don't know if someone's dropped it or they've tried to test it. I don't know. I paid spot on this. The guy who bought it was livid. He was just like, this guy sold it to me, never mentioned any of this. And yeah, he said something about take it to spot and I'll refund you the differential. So if anyone's got one of these, your coin has just got rarer. Good for you. But I paid spot on this, so I should have offered slightly less, but again, I'm probably a bit soft. So let's get this bit out. There'd be a buyer for this. Even if I get spot plus 5 out of it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. But there's two types of people. There's people who say once a coin is spoiled, like scratched or whatever, you know, it reverts to bullion. And there's people who kind of will pay extra for it in between the actual price and the bullion price because they can't afford or they can't find certain coins. That's the type of market I look for. But I have been told in the past, like, Sean, you're never going to find a buyer. And it's just like, it's just not true, guys. It isn't true, but it does take time. It's not something that happens overnight. This one, you know, I'm going to call this good karma. So this has been sold. I wasn't planning on selling it. I had a gentleman, I was contemplating putting this in my reserve. And the guy sold it to me, he's like, oh, what are you going to do? You can sell it. I was like, I'll try and stick it in reserve, but it's been sold now. So I said to him, he was like, I was going to sell it to another well-known dealer, but they can be very hit or miss. He did tell me who. I won't go into details. And I was like, yeah, they can be hit or miss. Sometimes they're white as rain. Other times they're a bit, it's like they don't have time for you, which when you're that busy, I get it. He's like, so I'll sell it to you. I'll offer it to you first because I know it's easy to deal with you on the buy and sell side. I was like, okay. I was like, I'll offer you. I offered him 98%, and he was like, to be honest, I was like, I just wanted. It worked out to 96%. And I said, okay, if you want to do that, I can fix it. And if the price falls out the market, then so be it. It's low enough. But I ended up doing a higher margin on this than I usually do. The person who bought it, you know, I sold it for spot plus 2 posted, which is a very reasonable rate. So I did well out of it on both sides. I think it pocketed about £70. I don't usually make £70 for one of these, like nowhere near. Like sometimes I'm making 20, 30, £40, you know. If I make £50, I'm very happy, but £70 is certainly a nice place to be in. yeah, I think that's about it for the video. I really like this. This is nice. I will contact someone about this. I have a feeling they won't have one of these. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.